Hello and welcome to Captain Sid's late night interviews, one-on-one with your own site owner. So let's see. Who do I have today? I have Fifth Dimension joining us in the interview booth. TFE, don't wear SU, signaling that the food is ready. So let's begin. So Fifth Dimension, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Fifth Dimension, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
hailing from Midwestern United States.
Interesting. Riveting. Thrilling. A skosh arousing, but that's a different story. So, when did you join Coloholics?
Last December.
Oh, Christmas time present for yourself?
Kind of. It was the middle of winter break, so I was getting bored.
It's all good. All good. So, what drew you to Colo?
I was just kind of looking for something to do, and I thought, hey, roleplay. That sounds interesting. Because one particular Coloholics spammer person, I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys have problems with that. Decided to send me a message on the MSPA forums.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided that sounded fun.
Okay. So, what was your first role play?
My first roleplay?
Yes.
Homestuck Insanity Mode.
That seems to be a small popular one. So, how was that role play for you with the members of Colo?
It's very pleasant. I mean, Homestuck is obviously pretty gritty if you read the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Has all sorts of weird crap going on. But all the people there are very nice and cooperate very well.
Ah, okay. So, how was the community around that role play? I mean, outside that role play particularly.
I don't understand.
Did you feel welcome? Were you disdained because you were new to the site? Were you offered drugs? Someone touched you in a funny place? What?
I basically joined in and then was immediately accepted.
Ah, okay.
That's pretty much how it happened.
I see.
There was no real barriers or anything.
Did you have a mentor?
No mentor. I don't like the idea of jumping into something and then asking for someone to help socialize or teach you how to do things. I like to figure out how to do things myself.
Ah, very honorable. Very manlike. You have a beard, I take it, from the sound of your voice. I too have a beard. It's just hidden under a clean-shaven face.
That's pretty great.
Indeed it is. It's a beard community. So, tell me, what is your all-time favorite RP on the site, and why?
Well, I only ever do anything on Homestuck Insanity Mode.
Ah, so you are indeed a homestucker. Is that even a word?
That sounds incredibly funny. But, yeah, it's just... I am an avid reader. I read everything. You give me something, I'll read it.
So we could throw you in the analyst department of a Colo then.
I haven't really explored the site too much. I don't even know what that is.
Don't worry, my friend. You'll find it.
Thousands upon thousands of stories, and Homestuck is probably the only one that I've ever been interested in actually role-playing for.
Okay. Makes sense. Sounds good. So tell me, what are your thoughts on Colo? As it is at this very moment.
Colo is... Let's see. It's a generally friendly atmosphere, and it's very simple to find things.
Yeah.
That about sums up everything I know.
You have been.
I've looked at other RPs and stuff, and it's pretty much all the same.
Is Homestuck fantasy? Is it what?
It's sci-fi. That's probably a good word to describe it, though.
So it has a hodgepodge of different elements.
It's a webcomic that's also a puzzle.
Okay.
It's about the best way to sum it up.
Sounds like an RPG game. Puzzle solving. Too much for my brain. Moving on. So tell
It
me.
is kind of complicated.
I believe you when you tell me that. I really do. So tell me, what kind of RPer do you find yourself being? Detailed, to the point, what?
What kind of RPer am I? I'd have to say I'm to the point for the most part, and I try to be simple, direct, but also vivid in detail.
So you try to be to the point, but paint a good picture.
Yeah. The trouble with that kind of thing, the trouble I have frequently outside of the site, on the site, whatever, is for some reason I have trouble getting a point across sometimes. So I try to be as direct as possible so that I don't sound ambiguous.
Okay, well, let me see. That was a very detailed little part you gave me there about your methods to the madness. I like it. So tell me, where do you see Colo going towards the future?
Colo, well, where else is there to go? Just straight up. More role plays, more people, constant sharing, communication, socialization, new fiction, a whole bunch of stuff.
Personally, I'd like to see more boobs in my face. That's just me.
Yeah. I don't really care about that. If you want to put it there, fine. But it seems to me that it would be off-putting to most.
No. That means it's. I'm gonna have it in my office. I'm just gonna have a picture of them. That way, I can feel at ease, you know. And if someone comes in, I can flip them over. There'll be cats, dogs, puppies, flowers, whatever.
What?
Exactly. You can't. Don't worry. You'll never see the inside of my office. It's well guarded and a secret. It's on the moon base. The code is 12345. Shut up. Go away. No.
That sounds like the same thing I would have on some idiot would have on a briefcase.
Of course. It's the most simple thing ever. Who would think to do it? Because only an idiot would do it. But then you have the idiot who manages to get there and does it. It's Babytown Frolics. The code is actually a well-guarded secret. But anyway, back to this.
Yes.
I do agree with your synopsis of where we're going as Colo. We're going to have a lot of new people, new minds, new ways of looking at creative writing. I wonder if one day we'll actually have like a Colo store, or maybe even branch out and do a legitimate radio for the web shows. I know TFE would love to do podcasts with his hour-and-a-half long shows. But I know we're constrained. We're constrained on time and finances, so. But I do think a Colo shop would do well. Would you buy a mug with one of my sayings on it?
No, but I don't buy anything that I think is superfluous, unnecessary.
Well, my coffee mug is right to the point. It's someone. I think it's directed to someone you would have. It says simply, "Shit happens, now shut the fuck up." I think it's straight to the point. It's right there. I think you're my target market. I'm not sure.
Again, don't really buy anything I don't need.
All right, I respect that. A frugal buyer. Got it.
Although it does sound intriguing.
Oh, I can think of quite a few random weird things people might buy just because it's Colo. Like Colo Mobile. One day we will take AT&T by storm.
Anyway. Joining their Confusopoly. That sounds fun.
Well, yes, but we're going to do a hostile takeover. I don't think one's been done in a proper amount of time, so we're going to storm their company, take who we can, and then burn the rest.
I'll order pizza.
Outstanding. I will be famished after all the bloodshed. But moving on to our final segment, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard Fifth Dimension. I'm glad we had this little insight into Fifth that I believe that we did not have previously. Some of those who know him from Homestuck, well, you're luckier than most. But it's time to say farewell and good night. This is your captain signing off.